Just moving this to break even. Tried yesterday. I didn't actually film much yesterday, but tried yesterday. Didn't quite have the minerals, didn't have the legs. Got a B on this trade and then entered this trade this morning. Running 2.5. Target is 3. But yeah, I've just finished having some lunch and I've made a cheeky brew. And yeah, on the way to school this morning, I actually missed a short on the DAX, so it's another pair that I've also added into trade just for a bit of variety. That trade would have ran sort of 2R, looking like it'd probably take a BE, although it did sweep a key low, which I would have probably utilised. Could I have done anything about it? No, because I'm doing school run. And I'm not going to start pulling the car over, swerving, driving on my phone, doing anything that endangers a family because I want to take a trade. And I think that's where, I've said for a long time now, like trading shouldn't take over your entire life. It should be a part of something that you do, but it shouldn't be your entire identity that you embody. And I think that's where people make the mistake. They attach their identity and their emotional being onto trading. Thus, if something happens in trading, it wreaks havoc and it knows how to get you, it knows how to bother you, and it's why you stay in the loops that you're in for a long, long time. It's also about flipping the perspective. You could blame the school run, which is the very thing I've always wanted to be able to do as a parent, pick the kids up, drop them off, etc., etc. You could blame that and go, oh, it's because of the school run that I didn't get in it. Or you can just go, there's an abundance of trades, there'll be plenty more. It is what it is. We move. And then I came home, started sending a voice note to someone in Discord. EU was setting up. I clicked the button. Happy days. I've been and had my haircut. I've been chilling this morning, done some reading, just had some lunch, chilling with the big man. Waiting for my food shopping. Probably going to jump on a game with my mate and play some Battlefield. That is my trade. Just hitting TP, which is nice. I'm probably going to trail this mofo though, I think. So, I'll be aggressive with it. Like it will be a sandwich trail. So let's lock in. I'm going to lock in 2 and a bit percent, and I'm just going to trail it aggressively and see if it's got the legs to fall out or not. So yeah, happy days there. What I'm getting at is having that abundant mindset, not getting frustrated or annoyed, enjoying the journey to school run, having a giggle with the family, dropping her off, coming back, being in a great state of mind, coming to the chart, looking for an opportunity, seeing my setup there, taking the opportunity, not letting yesterday affect me, not letting the school run affect me, and just cracking on. The day's going as it can and as it was going to go. Or you can get frustrated, annoyed, bothered, do loads of dumb shit and put yourself in a shit position. And I think that's what too many people do, is they put themselves in a shit state of mind or a shit position because they either want to be right or they want to control the scenario. And that's your ego kicking off, basically. That's your ego basically saying to you, I want to be right. And the thing is your ego wants to be right at the detriment of you. And that's what a lot of people don't realize, is that your ego actually wants to govern and control everything, and it will do it to be right in that occasion, whether it affects you or not. So you might have come to the chart and chased the trade. You might not have taken this trade, or you might have sized up on this trade because you should have caught the other trade. Like, there's so many ways this is how a trader can just throw themselves in the bin. And it baffles me how people can assume that mindset isn't a thing in trading, and how people actually generally think that mindset isn't needed and it's a load of farce. It pisses me off, to be honest, because it's like so many people are getting literally led to their death by fucking idiots online talking shit, telling them what they should and shouldn't do because they've had a couple of payouts. And it's fascinating to see how many have come and gone in this space. But yet you'll get someone like myself sharing the real fucking message week in, week out. And people won't even watch it because they're like, nah, I can't be asked. It blows my mind, and I can see why so many people don't make it. And that's a fact. Because I know the shit I put out is the real, genuine shit that most people ain't got the decency to talk about. Very few. Those that do I associate with. Those that don't, whatevs. And it's about being better in the space, because you can 100% make a lot of money from trading, but you have to have the right mindset around that, and you have to step out of your way. And most traders are just in their way. And I think if you really started to vet you as an individual and where you are, you'd realize that most of your problems are coming from you. And until you address them, you'll just stay in a loop, which is what I do day in, day out with people in Discord, which is what I do every week with the vlogs. What I'm getting at is we're closing in on the end of the year. Make sure that you're not still being misguided by, one, stupid people who don't give a fuck about you, just want to line their bank accounts with some bullshit, and two, by yourself, because you're still in your way and you're getting to another year and you're going, oh, you know what? No, it's not me. It's this, it's that, it's this, it's that. And you're blaming everything else but you. Until you take that accountability and accept it wholeheartedly that you are the problem, you are going to stay in the same place you're in until you either quit or you do something different. I got taken out of the trail. So yeah, close that trade out for just shy of 2.6. I'm going to log this now on Edgewonk. Speaking of doing something different, check out all these people in the Discord that are just absolutely smashing it. This is 1 week, by the way. 1 week of just progress, success and growth. You could literally be a part of the same thing. All these people did is listen and take action. Scan this QR code. I've probably got 5-6 spots left. Spot to check out today in London. It's a place called Ibai. It recently opened up. And I tell you what, we got the food crab. Is a joke. What is it? Crab and what? Crab and Wagyu. Wagyu? Crab and Wagyu. 8-year-old steak here. We went sirloin. To be fair, it was a little bit fatty. This dessert, the best dessert I've ever had in my life. My Shredfast app wouldn't load this morning. It wouldn't let me watch any of the videos, do today's workout, anything. But I could see what the workout was. If you had a choice to make, I guess I can't do it then because the app's not working. Or I know the movements. I've got a stopwatch. Get it done. And that's what we've done. And I'm blowing. This is what I'm on about, people. Keep your word. Life's going to test you. It's going to prompt you. Go and give up here. Don't do this, don't do that. All the time you give it proof that you give in when shit's hard or awkward or a problem comes and you can't look for a solution, you just focus on the problem, you won't get anywhere. So, yeah, if I can do it, so can you. You big chillin'. What are you showing everyone your Todge for, you weirdo? Oh, bless him. What's happening, people? Hope you're all doing fantastic. Just putting the jumper on because it is cold out here again. Literally, just been catching up with some Discord stuff. Obviously, I was out in London yesterday, which I didn't film a lot of, to be fair, but I had a wicked day. Definitely recommend trying that spot out. I took a trade yesterday on DAX here. So I missed that. That was one I missed on School Run. Which just ran the lows and then reversed. So potentially would have been a BE. Took this one yesterday, straight L, which is cool. And then I'm currently in this short at the moment. So we'll see what happens, see if it plays ball. There's no expectations with my trades. There's no, oh, I hope it wins. I want this to do this. I want this to do that. Accepted the risk before I got in. So all I can do is, let it do what it wants to do, right? But yeah, I've got quite a chill day to be fair today. I haven't got crazy stuff going on. I'm going to catch up with a friend in a little bit, and I might just sesh some Battlefield, to be honest. So yeah, we'll see what happens with that. There's nothing I can do now, so let it be. Also looking at some crypto bits and bobs, some investing bits and bobs. And yeah, just all round, everything's feeling very, very good. I'm going to do a little bit of journaling. I'm going to make a coffee. But one thing I wanted to just drop in here, I know I mentioned it a couple of weeks back, but I'm really noticing, like with the vlogs, a large portion of people just don't watch them. And there's a lot of value in them. And I'm like, okay, interesting. And it's a shame. We're in a space where you have to jazz everything up. Everyone's chatting about money. And I feel like just not even this space, the world in general is all about money, how to 10x this. You've got people that are like 21 saying they've got a 10-figure business when they probably definitely don't. There's just a lot of shit out there, but it gets attention. Now, I'm curious as to whether I should start doing a mix of both, where I start doing vlogs, as I do when there's stuff to vlog, want to document stuff, want to create memories, whatever it is. That's one of the biggest parts of the vlog. But do I do sometimes those spontaneous videos where I'm just sitting down and I'm just giving the pure value, 10, 15 minutes, you get what you need and you go sort of thing. Let me know. I know some of you say you absolutely love the vlogs regardless of what they are. I'm aware they're a little bit repetitive at times, but it's also me trying to showcase consistency and discipline, and that's what it looks like. If I was trying to do something every day to play up to the vlog like the OG vloggers back in the day were, it physically wouldn't be who I am and what I do, so it would be fake. I'm trying to be as real and open as honest. But there are days where I'm just like, I don't know what to film today, I don't know what to say. I'm trying to debate with that and deliberate with that. I've been doing YouTube for 4 years now, and I enjoy it. But there are times where I'm like, there's not a lot to vlog. I want to get a video out still. So maybe those weeks I'll just make a video. We shall see. It's really important, and I've done this with a lot of people in Discord, and it's really helped them. I think it's really crucial, right, that you take the making money out of trading and you just trade. And what I mean by that is, like, stop worrying about that. And this is where prop firms, I think, fucked it for people. And they did it on purpose because it's human psychology, right? Is see what I can do. I can just, off the dome, I can just come up with gems. That's a skill. They created a way where anybody, Dave down the pub, Stacey down the road can just go and get 100k, 500k, a million in capital by spending a couple of grand and deem themselves a 7-figure trader or whatever, right? But without the correct habits, tendencies, and like experience, it's very unlikely they do it long-term sustainably, which is why a lot of people might get a payout, blow it up, do well for a bit, blow it up. I always say with trading, you are like one bad decision away from fucking it all up, especially with a prop firm, right? Because of the rules. And again, like I say, I'm not bashing them. If you want to use them, you've got to play by their rules, right? That's just the game. But what it's done is people just come into a space, they watch a few videos or they listen to their mentor or whatever, and they assume, I'm ready to trade 100 grand, 500 grand, a million, I'm going to go for it. And when they go live, they purely see, I'm going to make money. But if you look at careers and like life in general, most people go on an apprenticeship or a course of some sort. They learn on the job, on the tools, whatever it might be. They get that experience and then they're able to do the thing. Like look at a pilot, right? You can tell yourself, I watched a few YouTube videos, I played GTA, I can fly a plane. No one's going to let you just get in a plane and fly it, especially with people. They have a simulator to begin with, right? But also you have to rack up a certain amount of hours in the air with a actual pilot who's got more experience before you're allowed to do some of the things you're allowed to do. Same as heart surgery. You don't just rock into the hospital and be like, yeah, I've watched a few programs, mate, I've got you. There's a lot of things you have to do to prove you're capable of doing that. And even when you're doing that, you're still supervised to some degree. In trading, there's no supervision. To a degree, what I do in Discord is supervise, where I'm the accountability, I'm keeping people in check, making them think right. But it is you and just you. There's no supervision. And that's the hard part, is you can just rock into the game and be like, boom, I'm going to do it. But you're not ready for that. You're not wired for that. You haven't got the experience for that. And then your mind starts to run riot, which attaches all the emotion to it. And the emotion will govern everything that you do, because emotion is genuinely the if you like, the language of the subconscious mind, right? Most of the things that people do on a day-to-day is based on their emotion. What if you were to just take away that, I'm going to make money, I've got this, you're telling your other half you're going to be a millionaire, you're going to be rich, I've got this, babe, trust me, whatever, and you just went, I'm going to just show up every day, I'm going to be really disciplined in my life, I'm going to keep my word, I'm going to follow the plan I've created or whatever I've learned, I'm just going to click buttons on an account that I'm okay with losing or whatever, drop the risk on it so it's not high risk, because that's the other problem. People try and rush it and all the bullshit you hear online. And I'm just going to see what happens if I just follow my process. That'll give you your answer. You'll learn a ton about yourself, a ton about your mind, a ton about the markets, but you'll also realize that the reality of trading is just literally you are a glorified button presser. And if you can press a button and get out of the way, you'll make money. That's that. Have that for some wisdom in the morning. I'm going to make a coffee. Shout out Steph, because she has made this for Mia. She even made that on the t-shirt. So this is for, I think it's like a rock star thing at school. And yeah, she's made a belt. She's laminated this badge for the belt, and then she's printed that on. So shout out you, Steph. You've absolutely smashed that. And then here we have Mia's plan. I told her to write a plan for her business idea, and this is the plan for the flying car. So if the engine cannot fly, then we need to make it fly. So we also can't fly if there's no fly button, and it needs wings. So she's going into detail. If you see flying cars soon, you know it's Mia. But I'm about to make a brew, because I had one yesterday in London, and not everywhere does Yorkshire tea. I think I had Earl Grey and it was clotted. So I'm looking forward to this one. A little splash of milk, bit of tea. Still in that trade, it's absolutely doing nothing. It's like the market has just died. Not like it's died short or up, it's just not moving. So, see what I've won there, and I'm about to jump on a call, and then I'm gonna play some Battlefield, I think. So, yeah, this is what it's like, man. Not every day is 50 mile an hour, but you know what? I'm very grateful I'm at home in the warm, and I can just waffle to you guys and girls. It's Battlefield time. It got dark really quick, you know. Anyway, I'm gonna lock in. Trade hit TP. Happy days. I trailed it aggressively again. Something I've been trialing out, just because often too many trades just turn around with fixed R, which I do think can be flawed at times. And yeah, we're cracking on. Productive day. Gyros cooking. Ooh. So, Mia's friend has made me a brownie Dubai chocolate thing. Basically Dubai chocolate, right? So I'm gonna test it. Excuse the mess. Steph had one. It didn't come like that. Like Steph's currently chomping on one. What's he saying?
It's alright.
In a bag that's gonna get my hands messy, mate.
Do you want a plate? Lean over the plate.
Right, this is what we're cooking with. It's actually looking pretty decent, you know. What's got chicken on it? We just had dinner. But I'm not gonna put chicken on it. Right.
It's a pistachio. Stop. I'm gonna give it an 8.5.
I'll give you a 7.8.
Yeah.
Okay.
7.8. I think that's fair. Yeah. So if you're watching this, nice one. Keep on coming, innit? Just finished logging yesterday's trade. Been a really nice week, to be fair. A couple of these trades not reflecting what they should have been. I think risk may have been skewed on the copier, so I need to check that. But overall, 3.54% week. Should be more 4.5. But again, this takes on for like com spreads, all that shizzle, which again is part of trading, right? So yeah, we'll see what happens for November. November and December are usually a pretty good sort of end to the year for myself. Not creating that expectation, but at the same like not trying to, create an expectation they're going to be bad either. So we will see what's going on. If you're not on Edgewonk, by the way, I highly recommend jumping on it. It's fucking incredible. It's been helping a lot of the guys and girls in Discord. Just like logging and tracking their performance gaps. I'm going to make a video on that, by the way, because a few of you have asked me about it. Also, when I think about Edgewonk, I'm sure I said in this week's vlog, someone asked me about the missed trades section and if it could still log all the data that the main section logs. I actually asked them that myself. What they said to me is the best thing you can do is you can create more than one journal. So if you want to track missed trades and you want all the metrics for missed trades, you can just create a separate journal and add them in and it will give you all the metrics. Same as if you're tweaking anything or testing anything, you can do a similar thing. So you can have as many journals as you want. So that could be something to look at in action if you're not on it. You can save yourself 20% off with ALB20. Link in the description, use the code, you save yourself off. Just get on it. Honestly, it will help you a lot. I'm going to wrap this week's vlog up. The girls will be home soon. Then we're going fireworks tonight and stuff. So I'm going to love and leave you all. Have a fantastic weekend. Please listen to the stuff I say because I do it because I want to help. And as you can see in the Discord, I'm helping a lot of people. And those of you online that are listening, it's helping you too. I get a lot of messages on a weekly basis saying this has helped, that's helped. If you're not seeing growth or progress, maybe you just need to listen to the message in a different unit of time and in a different headspace, because often the headspace that you bring to the message is the problem. And you only want to hear what you want to hear. So maybe you need to change that and the frequency that you operate on to listen in the first place. Have a fantastic weekend. I'll catch you in a bit. Peace and love, gang.